actually going to the house to give the Bible study. 2 by 2 is, that's pretty imperative. 2 by 2 is the way that Jesus sent the disciples out. He sent them 2 and 2, remember? He's the smartest evangelist ever, so just by following his example, that's the example we would follow. But for a host of reasons, you have safety. So safety is a big issue. And also, if the Bible study part, if one of you is not able to go, maybe you broke a toe. I don't know. I come up with some crazy reasons. Anyway, so you can't go for whatever reason. The person that has been with you doing the studies with you, your Bible study partner is as familiar with that other person as they are with you. And so if they were to show up with a new Bible study partner with them, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But if you have a complete stranger show up, then I'll just wait for, Jimmy to get back. No, that's, so we don't want the Bible studies to be interrupted. So we're able to continue, and you have that sense of continuity that goes along with it. Now, as far as the 2 by 2 is concerned, 2 women will attend the Bible study only if it's a woman. Why? It's only proper. Yeah. It's just only proper. 2 men only if it's a guy that you're studying with, for the same reason. I mean, it's only proper, right? Now, a man and a woman can go to the Bible, can be Bible study partners if it's a man or a woman, right? That's what we're looking at. It's real easy. It's nothing that's not exact common sense. It's nothing that's too outrageous to remember. But these are vitally important, okay? And in the event that your Bible study contact is under the age of 18, never is it okay for an adult representative of the church or any other organization to be in a room alone with a minor. Ever. Under any circumstance. Did I say ever?
We did.
Ever. Because the safety of the child is always foremost. Okay? And you also want to protect yourself and your own personal integrity as well. You don't want anything to ever be able to be said. We want to put away the appearance of evil for those reasons, right? So the 2 by 2 method is the only method. Now, what if you don't have another trained Bible worker to go with you?
That's okay.
Just drag somebody with you. Their only job there anyway is to smile and pray. That's their only job, right? I mean, and literally have a conversation with them on the way and be like, listen, Susan, I know that you're really well versed in scriptures and on. I need you to not preach a sermon today. I need you to just smile and pray, okay? I need your support, but the support that I need from you today, smiles and prayer, okay? Thank you. And then, that you're going to avoid a bunch of stuff. Yes.
I have a question about the minor. If the Bible workers are both adults, like say for example, me and Lloyd, and then we're going to this interested person, which is a young lady, the minor.
You wouldn't be going. The two of you wouldn't be going to a young lady's house.
That's my question. If I have to bring something, her age too, is it okay too or no?
No, because you're still an adult. You can't. No.
They need to have a guardian.
They have to have either a guardian. Yeah, absolutely. If you have the goal would be that after we have our follow-up training after camp meeting and we figure out how we can squeeze me in, that we would have some young people engaged and involved as well as trained Bible workers. So if I have some young people, you know, a young person, another young person, absolutely. The idea is that young people can best reach young people, right? I mean, they want to hear from each other. They don't want to hear from me. My kids don't want to hear from me, you know. So that absolutely it applies for any situation anyway. Okay. So if you are studying with a young person or somebody who has expressed interest, when you go to that initial visit with them, under 18 is going to be written on this card. You know, this kid is 17 years old. All right. So when you go and you visit with them to begin with, you're going to ask them about, you know, their mom or dad or a guardian of some sort to sit in on the studies with us anyway. Okay. So we're going to need a twofer. Right, it's kind of the way I look at it. Okay, but yeah, never alone with a minor ever. Okay, any other questions, comments, concerns?
So it's always appropriate to ask the age of the person.
Well, no.
No, because like you could have a girl could show up with a baby, meaning her baby,
Yeah.
and you might assume, oh, you must be an adult, and it very well could not be.
As the canvasser, they are going to know that. The canvasser is going to gain as much information from them as you, as the follow-up Bible worker, are going to need.
Gotcha.
Okay, and they're going to be trained to be able to ascertain that information without being rude. Well, how old are you? You have a baby? How old are you? No, because I would have punched you in the throat. You know, I mean, I would have. But this is before Jesus.
Yeah.
So they will be trained to be able to, you know, gently extract as much information as possible so that we can best minister to them. You know, so if they're like, you know, this is my 3-month-old son and I live with my mom, then you can ask them, you know, as a canvasser, I'd be like, oh, are you attending classes at, what's the local community college around here?
Valley or Schenectady.
Right, so I'm going to ask them if they're college age. I'm not going to ask them if they're in high school because that's rude. But I'm going to ask them, oh, are you taking classes at, you know, the community college? And then she'll tell me, no, I'm a junior in high school. And then I'm like, oh, okay. Well, fantastic. That's awesome. I had my daughter when I was 16, so I know what kind of a struggle that is. But he's gorgeous, you know. And then he just goes on. So, yeah.
And you stress the importance of not being one-on-one with a minor. But the whole idea of 2x2 is not one-on-one with anyone of any age. So it doesn't really matter what their age is. You aren't doing a one-on-one.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, the complexity is one of sort of legality versus appropriateness.
Correct.
It's always inappropriate. It's particularly a question of law as opposed to just bad taste.
Correct.
In the case of kids.
Right.
That's
right.
But if we always do it that way, then it's.
If we always approached everything as a matter of propriety, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then the illegality of it would be covered in that, you know, under that umbrella. Right?
Exactly.
But yeah.
But if there's an elderly woman that you're doing it with, they're going to be alone.
Well, you'll still take 2 people with you when you go.
Yeah, but the idea with a minor is that they can't be alone with 2 people.
Their parent has
to
Yeah,
see them.
they have
Well,
to.
they may or may not have anyone else around.
Right, which is
that's the problem.
right, which is if they've signed up for Bible study, if they've decided that they want to take if they want to take Bible study, and you have 2 adults with you, that's not a problem as long as you have the understanding that, you know, your folks are okay with you, you know, having a Bible study or whatever.
You really should meet the folks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, ideally we would meet the folks, but I mean, I was living on my own at 17 years old, and my folks were, I don't know where my folks were.
Exactly.
You know, so yes, you do, and they're not going to be signed up for Bible study much younger than 16 or 17 anyway, so it's not really, you know, now, if, say, Zoe, who's 11 years old, if she has a contact at school or, you know, in some club that she's associated with or what have you, and she says, hey, would you like to study the Bible with me? As a trained Bible worker at 11 years old, she's totally that's where her mind is. So she would totally be able to do that. So
Mhm.
Zoe would go say, hey mom, I want to study with Susie, and Susie's mom says it's okay. Can we do it on like Tuesday evening? So absolutely. So Bev's gonna drive Zoe over to Susie's house, and Bev and Susie's mom are gonna hang out while, Zoe and Susie are studying the, age appropriate Bible study context. But I mean, that's like, yeah. But anyway, so yes, the 2x2 thing always. And if they are under 18, then we, just make sure that their parents know that, they're having a Bible study and that they're okay with it. Okay? We good? Anything else? Questions, comments, concerns? I need to get your emails so that I can email you the Haskell handbook. So that you can either print it. Do not tell my husband that I'm giving away free material that he sells at the ABC.
Well, the Vegas is so far from us, so there has to be some legitimate
He'll
reason.
be at camp meeting.
We only go on Sabbath, we're not purchasing
He'll be
anything.
at camp meeting. He'll be at camp meeting. You gotta stay till after Sabbath. You gotta stay till after Sabbath hours so that you can purchase some, big franks that are on sale. Anyway. Anything else? Has this been helpful?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. I appreciate your involvement. I appreciate your help, and we're looking forward to making contact with a lot of people in the Albany area and being able to have a fully functional partnership between the churches in the area as well. It's going to be vitally important. So I appreciate it. Shall we close with prayer? Would you pray for us?
Sure.
Okay.